got a little lamp. We got summon a genie. What is... I get the reference! Oh my gosh. Oh, that is cool. Hey guys. Today we're here with what's probably going to be the last episode of Hozy, and I'm gonna be sad to see it go. Because like I said many times, this has become my go-to. I have a headache and I need a less stimulating, calm, not first-person game to unwind with. But everything can't last forever, so we're gonna go into the lighthouse, the secret project. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh wow, yeah, we can see all the way around it. Nice. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, we can even see like the little top parts here. That's cute. Alright, let's... I think we need some airflow in here. This place feels like it could use it. What is this? Oh, this is for... I guess, like... Oh, are we... I think we're blow-drying the walls to get rid of the excess moisture, probably. If I had to guess. Makes sense. You don't want to, like, mold and mildew build up and all that. Let's see. Uh-oh, did it overheat? Okay, there we go. I think the sound effect just came up. Okay. Walls are dried. Next. Let's see. Well, actually, let's take a look at our list. We have to clean the floor, clean the windows, tile the walls, tile the floors, and fix the stairs. Alright. Let's just go ahead and, I guess, clean the windows would be the best one to do next, since we're already on the walls. Okay. I'm curious to see what sort of furniture we're gonna have for a lighthouse. Are we gonna keep some of the stuff we have from our old buildings with us? Because it's supposed to be like the one that ties it all together, where it's like, I think the last episode, the end of the dream thing, it said, thanks for everything, now I need to go focus on my secret project. Which it sounds like, kind of like the ending of Up, where the main character, I know, spoiler alert for a movie that's been out for, I think, at least a decade minimum by this point. But he finds a letter from his deceased wife saying, thanks for the adventure, now go have a new one, or go make a new one, sort of thing. Which I think that's a healthy way to look at it with a deceased spouse. Is, yes, you want them to remember you. Okay, I don't have to clean those windows. Cool. Alright. But at the same time, you don't want them to... hello? Oh, okay, this is the floor I have to clean, not that one. Okay, I thought these were leaves or something. Alright, that makes it easier. Because I could not tell what was on the floor, but it's like, sorry, got distracted. Hi, ADHD brain activating here. But, yeah, I think that's a healthy mentality to have. It's like, yeah, there's gonna be a part of you that hopes that your loved ones will never forget you. But I also feel like if you genuinely loved them, you would not want them to sit and wallow in misery. You wouldn't want them to just live in a shrine dedicated to your memory. You would want them to be happy. And I know there's like some people be like, oh no, I want them to never remarry, never have anybody else in their life. And I'm like, if you think like that, do you really care about their happiness, or do you just care about the fact that they were yours? Because that is a very toxic mindset in my opinion. I just could not see doing that to somebody that you say you love at that point. I mean, maybe somebody can explain it to me in a way that makes sense. Because I I've had relationships before my current partner. We both have. We're both old enough, or we've been around long enough that we've been around the block a couple of times. We never had a, at least I know I haven't, and I don't want to pry him too much about that sort of thing, but I don't think either of us have had a partner who's died on us. But I know that for both of us, we would not want if one of us died before the other, we wouldn't want the other one to just oh, that's cool. We would not want the other one to just kind of shut down and live in misery forever if the other one died. Because we both care about each other, and I guess part of it for me is also that, and this is where the two of us differ a bit, there's the longest living relationship I've seen has been my parents, because both of my grandmothers had multiple spouses throughout their lives. Okay, gotta tile the wall and fix the stairs. Oh, these are the stairs, I think. But yeah, neither of my grandmothers were married to my biological grandfathers by the time my sister and I came around. Okay, wait, this is the walls? Oh, okay, these go in here. Just kind of threw me off that they were up there. But yeah, so I guess to me, the idea of you have one spouse and then you just live in misery for the rest of your life is very foreign to me. Because, like I said, both of my grandmothers... Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's a neat effect. Okay. I like that. That's cool. Sorry. But, yeah, they both had multiple relationships. They both remarried. They both had different spouses, to the point where the men that I knew as my grandfathers on both sides were actually, ironically enough, each the third husband of my grandmother's relationships. Not planned, obviously, but it was kind of ironic that it worked out that way for both of them. And I mean, obviously not planned because they never met each other until my parents got together. But yeah, it's just one of those interesting things to me when people have that mentality, because it just seems so foreign to me. Meanwhile, my partner's grandparents were together for decades upon decades. And he unfortunately lost his grandfather not all that long ago. I wonder, can I take this and can I go upstairs with it? I can! I mean, come on, y'all can't tell me if you had a lighthouse, you wouldn't want to have a rocking chair just overlooking a view of the ocean. Y'all are lying to me if you can say that with a straight face. And also, trying to think about how I want this to be decorated. This feels like this would work well as an outdoor chair. So, let me get a better view up here. Maybe have this up here, like, for if we have a guest or something, you know? And then... I feel like this would make a good little, like, end table out here between the two. So you can, like, have somebody over, do some ocean gazing, have a couple beers or drinks or whatever there. I feel like that would work out pretty well. For the rest of these, I feel like this would be a really comfy desk chair. Actually, I think I mentioned this before when it comes to desks and all that. I cannot sit in one position for a super long time because unfortunately, I have joint problems. So that sort of thing bothers me after a while. Trying to think about what I want to do with these. Maybe I'll hold off on them until I see what else is in there. The part of me does kind of want to put this up top here somewhere. Because I don't know what's in this. About there seems good. Okay. And then let's see what's in the others. Oh, that's inkwell. That's perfect to go on the desk. Oh, little... I forget what it's called. I know it's like a gyroscope-based item. That's about the most I could tell you. Let's see, got some funky lamps. Oh, that's like a... interesting. It looks almost like it's like a bigger version of a kiwi bird. Okay, oops. Oh, got a little lamp. We got someone genie. What is... I get the reference! Oh my gosh. Oh, that is cool. The herb... Yes, okay. I'm closing you back up because you freak me out, but I always love a good classic movie and literature reference. It's gonna make me happy for a while. Wow. Oh. Gonna pause this real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. One of my managers called me, so I had to take that. Alright, so let's see. We were unpacking. Oh, I got a fishing rod. Interesting that it stands straight up all on its own. Got some fishing boots, I'm guessing. And we got a little bird buddy. Hello. Hello, little friend. Aw. Very happy now. Oh, got a dart trophy. That's cool. Okay, and what do we have for tech? Is that... What's up? Huh, we still have the projector. Well, a projector at least. Okay. Let's see, got our phonograph. I recognize that. A little digital clock radio, I think, and then... Oh, I just wanted to pick that up. I think the rest of these are wall items. Okay, so let's see. Well, the telescope, for obvious reasons, is going outside. Let's see. A lot of times whenever when I like playing Sims games, if you guys ever feel like that's something you'd want me to play, please let me know. I love decorating and making characters and you know, just having fun in the Sims. But whenever I do have a Sims game, if I have a telescope, I like putting it outside on one of the balconies. So that just seems like that would be the ideal spot to have it, you know? Alright, now let me rearrange. So I have room to put some of this bigger stuff. Let's see. Kinda want you here in the middle. Or actually more like in front of the couch, I think would be good. And then move some of this smaller stuff away. I'm trying to think about what would be a good place to put all these trophies I've got, because hopefully I'll get some like wall shelves or something. That'll make it easier if I do. Okay. Maybe I feel like that bucket is meant to be part of the fishing set. And then... Okay. I should have like stacked this all out here, but I kind of had the boxes in the way, so that was difficult. Okay. And then... I'm actually wondering now. I could do like this. And I'm thinking I could do this here somewhere. Okay, there we go. Then I could put the... I could have that projected there. Which I think is probably about the best we're gonna get. Actually, could... Nah. It would look weird over there. That feels like that's the best place for it. Then I could, like, move some of this around ever so slightly. Move the bird skeleton outside for a bit. There we go. Let's see. And actually, I wonder, could I maybe fit this here now? Possibly, if I move the dress over to here. Okay. And then, like, maybe a little bit more centered. You, I feel like, are fine centered by the window there. So then I could maybe have you like this. There we go. And then I could put you over, like, here-ish. So that way people could still get to it. And I can... Well, I definitely don't want to put that there. There we go. Okay, I'm a little bit more satisfied with that now. I say that and then immediately I want to move it just over slightly. There we go. Slowly getting it to be the way I want it. I think that's about the best we're going to get on that. Because I could move it closer, but then it gets small. Maybe if I could have, like, something to put this on. I don't think there's anything big and flat enough that would really work well for. Actually, could I... Well, I could do like that, but... It just looks awkward because it never can hit at, like, just the right angle for it to be a perfect... like, be a perfect amount, you know? Because, like... If it's... I guess I should put it back on the table I wanted it on originally. Because, like, if I go too far back, then it's just taking up the wall. But if I get too close, then the screen looks too small. And there's no way to, like, make it perfectly straight to the angle that I want it at. Kind of wish we had some books or something I could stick this on top of. See, I don't think that would be much better there. I wonder... I want to try something and it's probably gonna look stupid, but bear with me a moment. I'm just wondering if it's even possible. I think it can be. Hold up. Okay, that's a little bit better, actually. It looks a little goofy, but it does work. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it works. Like, that actually looks almost perfectly aligned. Yeah, it's still a little bit on the bottom, but it's better than it was. I'm debating if I want to keep that or not. Actually, if I do that, I think it would be better to put it on top of this and then make this be the coffee table. Okay, it's the same on both sides. Want to make sure I wasn't, like, covering up the, a drawer or something. Okay, that actually, I think, works out a little bit better. Let me just center this a little bit. Okay. Is it perfect? No. Can I live with it? Yes. Alright. So that's a little bit better. Again, I know better is very much subjective in this case with me. And actually, since I took that away from there, maybe then I could take the telescope and put it, like, out over this way, like, pretend that's the... That way we've got a second direction to look out. Okay, and let's see. How do we want to have the rest of this is the question. Maybe put the plate there. Let's see, we've still got all of this stuff that's got to go out on the ground somewhere. Maybe just have this in the corner. So we have some music playing while we look at our jellyfish, I guess. Oh, sorry, pop-ups. Okay. Slowly finding my groove with this. Let's see, I guess putting this by the door makes the most sense to me, you know? Have the boots nearby, so we're ready to go fishing. We gotta go out and do some fishing. I actually used to go fishing occasionally with my dad and my grandfather. That's one of the things I do miss. Was it always perfect? No. But it was still, I guess we can keep that up here by this. It was still enjoyable. It's like, I'm not a morning person by any stretch of the imagination, but I still enjoyed it. I liked getting up early with my dad so we could go make the drive down to my grandparents' place because they live out in Huntersville, which I live in a different city in North Carolina. I feel like this is perfect, like just a little clock to have here on the table for when you need something to keep you on track. Where do I want to put this vase, whatever. So I just noticed that has a tap. Okay, this isn't a vase or an urn or anything. This is a drink dispenser. Interesting. You know what? I just had a dumb idea, and I'm letting the impulses win. This is our drink. This is our drinks for when we have our friends over. We just go out here with a couple of mugs and just refill it. Keep refilling them, boys. We got it on tap. I don't know why that amuses me so much, but it does. Okay, let's see what I got for the wall stuff. Let's see, got picture. Oh. Let's see, I think this is a good enough. Actually, I'll move this a little bit closer. Just so this way I've got room to see everything. Got more artwork. Kind of like the idea of making this like a little picture corner there. And then I could put you, let's go with this square over here. Oh, tall one. That's the one bad thing about these tiles on the walls. It makes long ones like that look awkward, whereas the little ones fit very nicely and neatly into the frames, you know? Let's see, let's go for a middle one here, unless I find more like that style. Oh, very nice, I got a picture of him. Let's see. Can I put stuff on the outer areas here? I don't think I can. Can I out here, maybe? I don't think so. Nope. That is a nope. Oh well, you never know until you try, right? I think maybe above here would be good. Maybe center it just a touch. Kinda hard to tell when it's swinging like that. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's recenter a little bit and then see what I got for the next round of stuff. Alright. Oh, got a little light. Again, I don't think I can put any of these on the outside. Yeah, it's fighting me on that. Okay. Is this like a radio box of some kind? Oh, yep, it is. That actually does make a lot of sense to have that near our desk space then. Okay, nice. Another light. Let's have you over on this side for balance. Got a buoy. It still feels a little weird I can't put any of this outside. Oh, got some oars. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Hey. There. Might move some of this around in a second. I just gotta see what else I got in these mandatory fake fish. Let's see. Got. You know what? Actually, I'd rather have this on top of there. So, put those there for now. I feel like this is more appropriate above the where I have the projector going. Alright, so maybe instead of the banner there, I could have it over this way, a little bit down. There we go. And then I could have this set up a little bit more centered. There we go. Okay, I can live with that. What else we got? I have no idea what this is. It looks like an emergency box of some kind. Oh no, it's a dartboard! Okay. Like I said, I really hate that technically this is all windows up top and there's no walls. Because I feel like for a dartboard, you'd want to... Actually, maybe that could work here. Yeah, like right by the window, I think would work. Close that so we don't lose any of the darts. Because, yeah, that way you could stand a little distance away from it and still get in a few good shots. Oh, Belle. You really gonna tell me I can't put this outside somewhere? You can't put this on the window pane somewhere? Or like on the outer part of this wall? That sucks. You suck. Well, I guess by the front here would make the most sense. Alright. Let's see. Now we gotta figure out what to do with the rest of this furniture. Let's see, I guess. Well, Birdie's definitely staying inside. That is non-negotiable. I wish I had a better place to put him than just on the ground, you know? I guess over here will be fine. That way Birdie is still nearby and able to be cared for. The globe. Honestly, I'm not too concerned about that. Maybe just like in the corner here. Oh, is this one of those? Yep, it's a bar globe. Ah. Okay, actually, that's kind of cool. Well, we have our secret liquor stash by our desk. Okay. And then, let's see, I guess it would make sense to put the trophy. Can I put the trophies on top of here somewhere? Maybe. Will it let me? Kind of. Okay, I can work with this. Got a couple of them, actually. That's pretty impressive. I'm not intentionally doing them by size, but it's kind of working out that way, and I'm kind of here for it. Okay, and then you. That's the tiniest little trophy. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I kind of like that vibe. Okay. Just because it's kind of morbid to imagine the dead bird watching it with us. And then I guess you can put this on the desk. That's kind of a cool little ornament. And then you kind of tucked away beside the desk here works out. Still love that. Okay, and yeah, I think I'm pretty satisfied with how this turned out. Got a pretty good setup here. This does look like it would be a nice little area to spend time in looking out at the sea. Alright, let's take our final picture. Want to get a good angle so I can see everything decently. Let's see, get some of the stuff on the porch there. Yeah, here we go. I think that's a good spot. And then just like over here. There we go. All right. Well, let's finish it up. Looks like we will continue the family business. Aww. Okay, let's see some... Aw, I think I recognize her from one of the other ones. Aw, that's really sweet. Gonna have a family business of looking over the shore and also just being really creative in general. Well, like I said, I'm sad to see this game end, but that was very sweet. The art style was really nice. I loved how interactive everything was in this game, and I never walked away from any level of this game feeling frustrated by anything. It was a very calming experience. Only thing I'm sad about is now it's over and I no longer have my go-to low stimulation relaxing game. If you guys have any recommendations for anything similar to this, that, you know, like just a nice little calm decorating game that I can turn off my brain and just ramble on while playing, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm always up for recommendations. Don't know what I'll pick next for this sort of style, but we'll see. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to the Hozy team for making a wonderful, wonderful game. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Aw, game over already? Don't worry, there's always more fun to be had later. If you enjoyed your stay, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for visiting Arya's Arcade. Bye-bye!